Chemistry 1411. This is Dr. Barrett. I'm going to take you through the navigation of your Chemistry 1411 online course in order to do your lab assignments. For this course, first off you want to do is log into your Blackboard course and navigate to your syllabus. So if you start on the Start Here page and navigate to the bottom of this course page right here, there's a syllabus link. So if you'll click that link, what it will do is it will take you to this page for your syllabus. Obviously read the entire syllabus, but what you're wanting to look for is the materials that you'll need for the lab section of this course. You'll need really 3 or 4 things. First off, you need a lab manual. This is called Experiments in General Chemistry. It is only available at the AC bookstore right now. Sorry about that, guys. So that means you need to go to their online bookstore and purchase that book. You can either go and pick it up after you've purchased it, or I think that they can ship it to you. And I do realize that takes some time. Hopefully we're going to mitigate some of that time that it takes for you to get the lab manual in the course, and I'll show you that a little bit later. The other thing that you need is a software program called Logger Lite. Definitely free. That is awesome. So just click the link here. That'll take you to the web page that you can download that for either a Macintosh or a PC, and we can go from there. The other thing you absolutely need is a scientific calculator. You're going to be doing lots of calculations in this class, so not only on the lecture portion, but the lab portion, you'll need that scientific calculator. Another thing that you're going to need is a way to make your assignments in the lab that you're going to have, because you're buying a lab manual that's a hard copy. You're going to be recording data in that and doing calculations and answering questions. You're going to have to convert that into a digital form. And I put here that you might need a camera. A smartphone is perfectly sufficient to do this. In fact, if I were a student in this course, this is how I would take my work and convert that into a digital format. It's just using my smartphone. It's super easy to do. If you do not happen to have a smartphone and you have a digital camera, you can do it that way. Or if you don't have a digital camera at all and have a scanner at home with your printer, use the scanner. If you don't have any of these, there is a scanner on campus that you can use. And if you are one of those people, just let me know and I will give you the information in order to where to find that and how to use it. So these are kind of the 4 things that you need for the lab. So make sure that you go and try to find those as soon as possible in order to get started and hit the ground running. Now the lab, in order to find your assignments, first off you need to know what is due and when. So what you want to do is to find your course calendar. That is actually located in the course contents link over here on the left hand side. So if you'll click that course content link, when you click that, it takes you to a page that happens to have your schedule and all of the assignments for any module that you have in this course. Okay, so if you click this link, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. So this has an actual written schedule of every chapter, module, unit, lab that you'll need to do for the entire semester. So let's look at how the course is broken down. It's broken down definitely into 3 modules. So you've got 3 modules located here, 1, 2, and 3 for your actual assignments. And then each one of those modules are broken down into units. For module 1, it's units 1, 2, and 3. And let's look at just unit 1. Unit 1 has chapter 1 and lab density. This is going to be the lab that you're going to do. All of these assignments will be due on January 20th. So let's go find these. So we want to go to Module 1, Unit 1. So let's navigate back to our Blackboard course and let's figure out, so we can, on the Content tab, Course Content, you can just click Module 1 here and it will take you to these various units. There is also a shortcut on the left hand side under the section 4 where it says section 4 shortcuts here, and you can click module 1 here as well. It'll take you to the same page. So it's whatever method you wish to go to the module that in question. So we're going to click the link for unit 1, And in Unit 1, it's going to have all of the items that were listed. So you have Chapter 1 reading, lecture videos, homework, you have the experiment for density, you have the report form and post-lab questions, and the quiz. We're going to be looking at just the lab portion in this unit. So let's click that unit again. Let's navigate down. And right here we have the density experiment. What you're going to want to do is kind of read the bullet points that you have here. It says that you need to read over the experiment in your lab manual. If you haven't purchased it, I've actually provided the PDF of that experiment right here, and this is how we're going to mitigate that taking time to get your lab manual from the bookstore. So if you click that link, it'll take you to this page. This is the experiment density of liquids and solids, and you're going to want to read through this. You have some background information. You have what kind of materials would have been used if you were doing this like really hands-on, and then the procedures itself. Once you read over that, you're going to go through and you're going to watch the video of the experiment being performed, and you're going to record your data in your lab manual. That means you're going to be recording data in this particular document, starting here where it says report form. Now, obviously, this is in a digital format, so that means either you can record data in this in one of two ways. You can record it in a PDF annotator if you happen to have a document or a software program that will allow you to write in this document, or you're going to have to print it out if you don't have your lab manual already and write in it in that form. So it just depends on what kind of format you like to do, but either way, you're still going to have to record data in this particular document. Now, when you're watching this video, the data or the video is shot in a way that the data that you record from this particular experiment may not necessarily be the exact same values as another student may do. So keep in mind that these are individual assignments and that you should not be copying work from another student. Once you have recorded your data, you're going to go in and you're going to show calculations. So anytime you see a box here, that's going to be associated with a number. So right here, there's a little box that has a number. Then that means that that box is for you to show me how you got the number that you're going to write here. So this is where you show your work in that box. And some of these are really easy, and some of them are a little bit more complicated depending on the experiment in question. So you're going to go through this entire document, recording all of your data, and then at the end of that you have some post-lab questions. And the post-lab questions, depending on the experiment, there could be, one or two, or this one has 5 different questions. You're going to complete these questions in the space provided. And then for your assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to have to upload that document. So that's where the next box or item comes into play. Anything that's underlined, has a title that's underlined, is an actual assignment or exam or quiz or homework assignment that you actually have to submit something for or do within Blackboard. So this has a little underlined title. What you're going to do is click that link, and what it's going to do is going to tell you the due date, how many possible points. It's again going to have the same instructions that was on the previous page, and then it's going to have a way for you to attach the document of your work that you just recorded your data and answered your questions on. More often than not, what you're going to do is attach a file from the local files. So browse local files, that means on your computer, and then you're going to attach that and click submit. And that will submit your assignment, and that will let me know that you have completed that assignment and I need to go in and grade it. The last thing for the lab is you have a quiz. So what you'll do, this again is underlined, so you're going to click that. It's going to kind of give you some instructions. You have an hour and 10 minutes or 70 minutes to take this exam. Once you start the timer continues until the 70 minutes go. So I actually clicked this a little earlier, so the timer is still going. But I can leave and come back, but the timer is still going once I click begin the first time. You are allowed multiple attempts on this exam, and in fact, in the instructions down here it says you have 3 attempts, and I will take the highest graded attempt to calculate your overall lab grade. So I definitely highly recommend you try these quizzes more than once. They are designed for you to make sure that you definitely pay attention to the experiment themselves and are are a little on the difficult side. So I would definitely make sure that you try them more than once. So that's how you navigate to all of your lab assignments. Each one of your units, so if we go back to Module 1, Unit 2, this particular module, Unit 2, has a couple of labs that you're going to do. It actually has the lab for freezing point, melting point, and for a chromatography experiment, and is the one lab you're going to do as a group, and you'll get more information as that comes closer to the due date for that. So this is how you navigate the labs. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to email me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. You can also call my office number. It forwards to my cell phone if I'm not in my office. And I hope you guys have a wonderful semester and learn some chemistry. So good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.